Hey everybody, it's Craig Martin, back with you again. Um, and it's Craig Martin with Fathers on Cue, back with you again. Um, and I am coming to you today with interesting something. What did I do? I did something. I don't know what I did just now, but I don't know why I have this thing up here. But anyways, yeah, today I just want to talk to everybody about relationships. Um, and I came up with a list of uh, different things that will kill a relationship from either side, really. From if you're a man and your significant other is acting like this, or you're a woman and your significant other is acting like this, um, then yeah, there's gonna be some friction, there's gonna be some tension, and then eventually it's not gonna be worth it because it's just too much. So yeah, I don't know what I did, but I just got this picture up here, but that's okay. I'm gonna roll with it today. Maybe you guys don't need to see my face today because um yeah, this one's a interesting one. So things that people do that can ruin their relationship. So um and it's about 25 or 30 of them that you know some you may see right away as you get to know somebody or whatever, but some you don't know until you're further along in a relationship. So this is just my opinion, my perspective on uh, my own life, but also from watching other channels on YouTube, etc., that have you know shown themselves to be solid and respectable YouTubers. They do a lot of research and they have a lot of positive and or negative comments. But from what I gauge from just listening to them over probably the last 3 or 4 years, and like I said, this is just my perspective. So I'm just gonna run through them. Some I'm gonna be more self-explanatory. Well, some I'm gonna get a little bit more in depth with and explain a little bit more. But all in all, you guys should get the general idea. So I'm just gonna go through them one by one. So no, it's like if you're, and then I'm gonna say, so it's kind of gonna go like that. If you're, so the first one is selfish. The only thing you do is think about yourself, right? If you feel entitled, if you feel as though you know it all, you don't listen, or you do listen, but you don't do exactly what you say you were gonna do. Okay. Don't ever want to be wrong. Control freak, want to control people and environments and everything around them. Uh, Liar, have a hidden agenda. So it may be, um, a situation where you're saying one thing, but there's actually some other extra layer of deceitfulness behind the agenda. Okay. Disrespectful, combative, the ability to want to sabotage anything and everything if it's not going to work out in your favor. So basically, Jezebel, burn it all down because I want to be seen as the leader and the most important person. Vengeful, spiteful, lack of empathy, no loyalty, no filter. So no filter is, you know, regardless, doesn't matter who they're in front of, they're going to say what they're going to say no matter what. Cuss, whatever. They just have no respect and no filter when it comes to whatever comes out their mouth. Evil, likes chaos. So everything could be just fine. You're having a wonderful day, but some people just love to be in some drama and some back and forth just because that's where they live at. That's chaos is their happy place, so to speak. Okay. No respect for time. This is one of the biggest things that for me is just crazy because I don't know, it's the way I was born. I mean, I guess I was raised because being my background is in sports, like we always had to be places on time. We always had to be ready by a certain time, be at a certain building, be at a certain field, be at a certain game, be at a certain practice. So you always was on time. But that's one of the things that bothers me the most is people that don't have any respect for time. Not willing to compromise, lack of concern or perspective, no accountability, word salad, and circular communication. So they kind of go together, word salad, circular communication. So there's a problem, but there's never going to be any solution to the problem because that's not the point of having the problem. Having the problem is in order for you to create chaos. And there's just a circular communication about it and no resolution in sight. Okay. If you are afraid of criticism, if you're afraid of feminine or masculine energy. So for me, a woman who has masculine energy is the type of person that just gonna be up in your face and you know the type of woman that don't back down from a challenge, that'll fight a man, et cetera, et cetera. So and then vice versa. So yeah. And then if you are I don't need a man type of woman, or I don't need a woman type of man, is that right? Woman, I don't need no woman. Yeah. Okay. That type, no I always have trouble with this word, reciprocity. So you're giving, but there's no return. There's no I should say there's no give and take. So you're giving, they're accepting, but there's no inkling that there will be not so much. I don't want to talk about gifting and things like that, but there's no energy exchange of where, okay, she's giving me this energy or she's giving me this energy, I should be able to give it back. So that's what I mean. Zodiac. So I never really believed in it, and to some degree I don't still. But if that's your main, I guess your go-to on relationships in life, then no. Delusional and yeah, unappreciative, last minute lender. So last minute lender is this. there's no planning ahead. So, if you're up and down and up and down and you gotta go do this and gotta go do that, then something's not right. Like you gotta, figure some things out. And last minute Linda's and Larry's is no, no. Like you're just jumping up and down at the last minute to go do something. That's poor planning. Okay. Somebody that's never satisfied and somebody that you're in competition with and you don't even know you're in competition with. So like I go back to Jezebel. If I'm it goes back to that whole spirit of Jezebel. If I'm not the one who's shining, if I'm not the one who's the most important person in the relationship, if I'm not the one who's quote unquote being seen as the smarter one, the better one, the more competent one, then I'll burn this whole joker down. Despite the fact that we're, as a team, so to speak, winning, even though, and that's one of the things we don't, as men, we really don't care about. We don't care who's, I'm supportive of you, you're supposed to be supportive of me, but that's not always the case, so, and sometimes you don't even know it until it's too late, you know, you don't know you're competing with your significant other. And sometimes it's not even like a competition. It's sometimes it's the way people love you and your spirit and the people. Why asking? The person may be asking, why all these people like him so much like that? Why I gotta mess that? No, we can't have that. I gotta mess this whole thing up. They ain't supposed to be liking him like that. They ain't supposed to be, all jovial and chummy with this person. But yes, that's your partner. So why? How can you be mad? Isn't that the person that you so-called fell in love with? So why? You should see why that these other people, coworkers, friends, etc., are so much in, I guess, connection with your significant other. So, and the last one is, being respectful. So I heard one YouTuber say one time is that um, our love language, when we know that we're respected in a relationship, then that's kind of like our love from our significant other. Respect is we don't actually come out and say that that's what we want, but that's exactly respectful of the relationship. So bringing all that energy inside, bringing all that love for your family inside. And let me go back to well, I shouldn't say no filter. Well, I guess it kind of goes with that. So, there was a rapper back in the day that said, I'm gonna make sure I get this right. Everybody's business ain't your business. We'll go inside this house, stay here, comprende. So whatever happens in your house is not open for discussion to outside sources. You understand what I'm saying? It's really not open. If that's your position, then, man or woman, then I don't know. It just, the third party involved with your relationship is not going to help. You need to talk to the person that you're dealing with. And the crazy part about it is sometimes it's not even a real problem or issue. It's all about that chaos again. It's, and, it's, a comedian said a few years ago, relationships are easy to get into, but hard to maintain. It's difficult to maintain a relationship. It's difficult because sometimes it's one-sided for so many different reasons. I mean, if you have somebody that doesn't feel like they love themselves, they're trying to look for love and self-esteem from somebody else, then you are sadly mistaken. You're probably not going to get that from them because it's tiresome. After a while, you get tired of trying to, tell or show somebody that your relationship, that you love them all the time, every day, every single day. No, we're not doing that. That's not how it works. You understand? The reason why we're in a relationship with you is because obviously I like you and I love you. So I can't help you, or nobody can help you with making yourself feel better about yourself except you. And that person just keeps searching for answers in the wrong places and looking to fill a cup up that has a hole in it. Because you're going to keep seeking, you're never going to be satisfied. You don't appreciate yourself. How are you going to appreciate somebody else? You don't love yourself. How are you going to love on somebody else? And it's not even about words being spoken. Energy tells a lot about a lot of these things that I've said. You can just feel it. You can, you know, you just feel it. It says when I saw one quote not too long ago is listen twice as much as you talk. And I took that to heart. Said, sometimes you sit back, you don't even have to, say much. You could just listen because people usually tell on themselves one way or another. And actions speak way louder than words. So if it don't line up, and something in your spirit said, no, that's not right, then 9 times out of 10 is not right. So the biggest thing is respect. Respect. And these, kind of all fall under that. If you want to be, you're in a relationship, but you want to be single, tell somebody. You're in a marriage, but you feel as though it's not fulfilling. Okay, well, say something. You can't, I shouldn't say you can't have your cake and eat it too, but if you're a married person, you feel as though you still want to live the single life, then something's wrong. Why did you get married in the first place then? I'm just saying. Sometimes it's deeper than what the surface tells us. And that a couple of these really stand out to me based on my history and things of that nature. But yeah, it's all about when it comes down to it in any relationship. Now, if it's not being peaceful and brings me peace, then I don't want it. I don't want no parts of it. I don't want no half and relationship. No, that's not how it works. You know, if you can't take criticism from somebody that you should respect, you should respect what they have to say, what comes out their mouth. Then why are we together? It just goes to show, like, for many years, I've seen, some women just tear dudes down, you know what I'm saying? Just reckless, just don't care, just take them down, right? So now we're not having that no more as men. We're not. We're really not having it. You could stay over there with all that and be happy that you said what you said. Okay, but all right. You ain't got nope. I don't have nothing to say. I'm good. I'm gonna go over here. You could take that to the next person or whatever. See how that works out for you. See, some of us who have good intentions for our significant other, uh, unfortunately don't have any idea that they have so much bad intention for us. And it's not because of anything we did wrong to them. It's just because of who we are and how that affects the people around us and how some people just mad at you being happy. because they're miserable. So no matter, it doesn't matter how many gifts you give somebody, person. It doesn't matter how many times you tell them they're beautiful, how many times I love you, how many times you do this, this, and this, and this. If they don't believe it inside themselves, then you can't help that person at all. They're never gonna see it. If you keep doing, and there's no reciprocity there or no appreciation, I think that goes with respect, and appreciation goes a long way for us when we do things. Simple thank you is fine. But after a while, it feels like you're being used. And sometimes kindness for our weakness, we get taken advantage of. And I understand that, but moving forward, this list right here, we're gonna keep this young man peaceful. I'm saying young man, I just turned 50, so I guess I still am a young man. So that's it for me right now. I just wanted to drop that. Maybe this little snafu right here with my video may have been a good thing, because a couple times I almost cussed, but excuse me. I'm so glad I didn't. And once again, man, just it comes down to respect, appreciation, and empathy. Seeing things from a different perspective, from your significant other's perspective, instead of being like, no, 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 no. Right? Not listening. So listen twice as much as you talk. You can get a lot out of that. And communication is the key. As long as they're for men, we want to find a solution. Don't come to us with a problem that, number one, doesn't have a solution to it, or seems so crazy that it might not be able to be solved. But once we give you the solution to the problem, you agree right then and there to carry out, but then you don't, then what you need, what's the point then? Why are we together? Because you asked me for advice, I gave it to you, but you didn't follow through and to carry it out. You still want to do your own thing. So, and vice versa. I mean, it works both ways, but after a while, it's like, so you was gonna do what you want to do anyway. So what you come to me with this problem? That's chaos. Chaos. Nobody wants that. Want peace. Okay. All right. This has been Craig Martin with Fathers on Cue. And I don't even know what I'm gonna call this topic, but I'll make something up. I'm sure I'll come up. Shouldn't say make something. I'll come up with something to title it off. All right. So until next time. I know it's been a while. Been about 3 months, but I'm back on track, and gonna bring you guys some more stuff. All right. Until next time. Talk to you soon.